Hi, my name is Michelle Allen. Today's topic of conversation is what's the difference between a buyer-client and a buyer-customer? You may be wondering if there is even a difference. There is, and here's the difference. First and foremost, a buyer-customer, when you have a buyer as a customer, your agent is actually a sub-agent of the seller. This is very important to know. When the agent has a buyer-client, and that's usually because they have a signed buyer's representation agreement with that buyer, just as the other agent has a signed listing agreement with the seller. So the difference between the buyer-client and the buyer-customer. One, when you're a buyer-customer, the agent, again, is a sub-agent of the seller. They don't represent you in any form or fashion. Their job is to give you just the facts, no material information that they know about the home, nor can they give you any advice or opinions. And this is important because as an agent, when I'm showing buyers homes, I'm totally talking to them about all of the information they need to know about that home, anything that can affect them. Now, when you have a buyer-client, your job is to make sure you let them know about all facts. Everything that makes a material difference to that client, you're going to let them know. That's just one of the differences. Next thing is when you're negotiating a contract. Again, no advice or opinions. As a buyer-customer, it's your job to tell the agent what you want to offer. Sometimes that's not in your best interest, as we know. As a buyer-client, I'm going to find out everything that I can about any other offers, who is presenting those offers, who's the lender on those offers, and other information as an agent that I know to ask and find out because it helps me help my buyer clients formulate their offer and make it even better. Especially in this market that we have of multiple offers on any given home. It's important to make sure that you're working with an agent, again, through that signed buyer's representation agreement. Finally, when we're negotiating, it's throughout the entire process. So as a buyer-client, when I have a buyer-client, I am going to make sure that I'm working with them throughout the entire process and I am representing their needs and only their needs, not the seller. So if you have an agent, you like your agent, be sure to go ahead and sign that buyer's representation agreement. Now, as an agent, when I have a buyer's representation agreement signed, I always make sure that my clients know that it is 100% terminable. And what I mean by that is, as an agent, it is my duty to make sure that I put my clients' needs first and foremost above anyone else's, including my own. And if you don't feel that your agent is doing the job for you, then you do want to be able to part ways. So again, I hope today's conversation has helped you understand the importance of why you should have a buyer's representation signed and the difference between the buyer-client and the buyer-customer. That way you can make better choices when you're purchasing a home and you're selecting your agent. If you have questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me at www.bestaustinhomes.com. And don't forget to hit inquire.